Hello everyone, TrueBloodBase here, welcome back to Mega Man X2. Last time we went ahead and finished up the game in there, and we discovered that Sigma was indeed back, as he said he would have been back from the first game though, and we defeated him once again, as well as getting Zero back. Zero back with us though, because he got repaired in time though. The thing is though, I'm back here in this section though, I want to show what happens though. There's an alternate scenario that can happen though. Notice that I'm back in the main part of things though, and notice that the Mavericks are indeed back in the parts over here. So the thing is though, I went through this game showing what happened if you defeated all the X-Hunters and got all Zero's parts back. This part's more or less dedicated to what happens if you don't get all Zero's parts back. So I want to start off by showing that. So I want to start by showing them is that. So I went into Overdrive Ostrich's stage with this though, and I want to show that. And you saw that the Maverick symbol was there. So I'm gonna. So yeah. Yes, say feasibly, you could actually go over here though, and the X-Hunter door is actually right over here. So I'm actually not gonna go into it though because I want to demonstrate this over here with this. So yeah, again, the X-Hunter is in the stage, but again, what happens if I opt not to go fight him though? But so with that though, so the next thing I'm gonna be showing this though is I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the end of the stage more or less though, and it may just show what happens if you don't fight the X-Hunter. Okay, I just beat Overdrive Ostrich though. You can barely see him on the screen off to the side over there with that though. But yeah, again, I never went back to go fight that X-Hunter though. So with that though, so now we've beaten the stage though, but not gone for the X-Hunter though. Let's go ahead and see what will happen if you do that though. I'm gonna go ahead and skip past this part here because we don't need to see that. The thing about getting that again. See, Violent was over there, but he does not show back up on the map. Agile and Surges will move to other parts of the map though, but Violent will not. With that though, and I'm gonna go ahead and just jump at the Bubble Crab stage real fast though, because that would be the next one I would go for normally though, with the spin wheels, since we got his weakness for that one though. But I want to again, as soon as I'm able to pause, I can show this. I don't have any of Zero's parts because as that would show at that little bottom right part there though. With that though, so yeah, that is how. So yeah, again, if you miss an if the X-Hunter is in the stage but don't fight it though, it will disappear and. Meaning, and this just has to happen once in order for you to not get the ending that I got there with playing through this game the first time here. So yeah, so pretty much the next thing I'm gonna have to cut to is gonna end up going to be after you get all of them, after you beat all the Mavericks. So to go for the X-Hunter stage. So I'll go ahead and cut to that right now. I'm sorry, X. One of the X-Hunters attacked the base and took all of Zero's parts away. They're going to rebuild Zero at their base. I tracked them to location 00, the North Pole. I can't let them tamper with him, Dr. Kane. I've got to save him. So yeah, the prompt for getting it, the prompt for going to the X-Hunter stages, if you don't do that though, is that one of the X-Hunters will basically will take all of Zero's parts away though, and now the prompt is you gotta stop them from rebuilding Zero for that though. So story element for that though. So yep, from here on in though, for the most part, the X-Hunter stages are pretty much the same as it is though. It's not until you get to the last part there that it changes up a bit though. So I'll go ahead and meet y'all to that point. Yeah, it's all the way to the final stage of the game where nothing comes about with the change with this though. After getting that message from Dr. Kane that the X-Hunter took Zero's parts back there, so we actually have to go. Yeah, because the rest of the X-Hunter stages are completely normal as before though. The bosses are no different though, and even the dialogue is no different either though. So it's not until we get to the very end here where we have to go against Sigma where things change. Where things change up a bit. So as soon as I work my way down over there, we'll be able to see that though. Oh, and almost get crushed there. And almost get crushed there again. I'm rushing. I don't know why I'm rushing. But Now we're just when we get into Sigma's here, but this time because they got all of Zero's parts, they were able to rebuild Zero. Look who I found wandering around Mega Man for real this time. My friend here has a small problem with you. It seems that you let him die and he's not too happy about that. Now I think it's time that he repays the favor. And it's actually a boss fight here though, so we actually have to fight Zero, and he is not an easy fight here with that. He attacks pretty fast though. One of the strategies I have is basically have him dash forward to... Oh, also yeah, he can also block shots as well though. And that attack's capable of reaching you as well though, so you gotta really watch it with this though. This fight's not exactly easy though. He is weak to the speed burner though. If you have issues with that though, honestly, you're probably better off just trying to go for the make sure the debris will hit you though, because it does less damage than his actual shots there. You can get him into a pattern though with this though, but it's kind of a... But it's definitely not an easy fight if you're not ready for it though. And I remember seeing someone pull off a trick though, where you can get him into a pattern of just constantly like firing the shots at you though, and you can just kind of jump over them and just keep shooting him with the... Yeah, but also on top of that though, once you get him down to 1 health, that's when the fight will end. Zero. Do you remember me? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry to cause you so much trouble. So yeah, he does snap out of it. At least though. X, you need to go after Sigma. I'll try and destroy the main computer. Well, you kind of already destroyed part of it though. Take care of yourself, Zero. I don't have time to put you back together again. I'll be okay. Get going, X. This time though, and then after that though, he will destroy the floor again though, letting you go on to fight Sigma though for this though. But yeah, so yeah, if you don't get all Zero's parts back though, you actually have a boss fight against him though. From here on in, the rest of the game is normal until we get to the very end of the game. There is one last little thing that's different though, so I'll cut past this though, since this is just the same Sigma fight as before though, so I'll meet you guys at the very end. But yeah, the only other difference is that instead of having normal Zero in this end screen, you get the black Zero that would show up with Sigma if you did get all Zero's parts from the scene that I showed earlier though. So that's the other that's the other difference that they had with that though. If you don't get all Zero's parts, so you get this alternate Zero at the ending rather than the real Zero at this end screen here with that though. But otherwise, oh, stupid Switch trying to go to sleep with this though, because I hadn't pressed a button in a while though. But in any case, so that is everything that happens if you did not get all of Zero's parts. Now, I'll probably want to end the video off here though, but there's a couple other things I want to show as well though. Like, one of the things I want to show would take a video in itself, and so other stuff is going to be like minor with the other. It's going to be minor with the other, mostly involving the weapons and stuff like that, particularly with one stage with that though. But so I'll go ahead and meet y'all back over there in a little bit. The stage I want to revisit in question is Wire Sponge's stage, and that's because I alluded to this before though, but I mentioned something about these crystals here though. Different things happen if you hit the crystals with different effects over here though. Hitting it with the Crystal Hunter causes things to kind of go a little bit to get a bit misty, and I mean, it'll go back to its default things over there with that setting a bit though. Hitting it with Bubble Splash I'm sure will cause it the rain. Yep, it'll cause rain there though. Some weapons don't do anything though, so other than possibly try to break it though. So that was gonna have to go back to another one with that though. So okay, so now we've got that. So Sonic Slicer does what does Sonic Slicer do? Rain, or is that just back to normal? Strike Chain. Strike Chain looks like it just sets it back to like the normal setting now. So let's just double check the Sonic Slicer here and just see if it. I'm gonna try another one though, but I'm pretty. Okay, Magnet Mine just doesn't do that though, and Speed Burner of course makes it. Of course, would make it sunny. By the way, here, lower path that I didn't get to show before though, because I took the upper path for the other one though. Tried that leap of faith, didn't work. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at this point. I'm just showing off stuff anyway though. The game's over. Pretty much most stuff I want to show aside from this one extra thing is over. So now it's sunny here. Let's go and check this Sonic Slicer there. Okay, that looks like it's not doing anything though. So yeah, there's different weather effects over here with that though, and complete with a foggy one that doesn't really show up in the default one until you just try to go for it yourself with that. So you hit it yourself with the item though, with the weapon though. But it's interesting that it does that. This is the thing though. Also, while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and show what some of the other effects look like though. Let's start with the most useless one of all. Charged Crystal Hunter. Slows everything down like it does when you're fighting Crystal Snail. Though the problem is it slows your movement down too, so it does not give you an advantage at all. I already showed the Bubble Splash one. I already showed the Silk Shot. I haven't shown what the Charge Spin Wheel looks like. It basically just has a gear that just shoots off in different directions over here. Showed Charge Sonic Slicer. Charge Strike Chain is just more or less a larger Strike Chain. Isn't as useful though. The Charge Magnet Mine actually is a bit interesting. It creates this little vortex and you can kind of control up and down. It'll keep going until it leaves the screen though, and then that one's actually pretty interesting though. And there's no charge version of the Giga Crush or the other absorb or the radar move with that though. So it's for that though. So yeah, that pretty much is. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to show with it. Actually, yeah, I think that's everything I want to show though. The Silk Shot actually can take different forms with it though. I think I did see that like in the Crystal Hunters, in the Crystal Snail stage. In fact, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cut to that though and show that real fast. But yes, the Silk Shot can sometimes take the properties of the areas around it though. Like the Silk Shot looks a bit actually forms a little crystal that can kind of bounce around here in this stage. It's that though, unlike some of the other stages where the moment it hits something, it'll. Whereas like the moment it hits something aside from a wall, it'll go from that though. Like I swear it doesn't do that in the other ones. So with that though, so it's actually an interesting detail with it though. That's mostly an aesthetic thing though with that though, because the fact that the Silk Shot can kind of take some different appearances depending on where it is though. I think this is the main stage I know about, and I actually ended up discovering it finding out about this one recently though with that though. For that one though. So another case of learning something new. I learned about this one when I was trying to get to the point so I could record the footage for this video, to record the earlier parts before that though. But I think that is gonna do it for. I think that's gonna do it for this part right here though. So I'm gonna go ahead and back out of this though. But I am not quite done with this game yet though. There is one last thing I do want to show, and it involves a video in itself. If you remember my Mega Man X playthrough though. The last thing I did for that though, it's similar to that. I'll leave the hints at that though. So until then, see you guys then, and thank y'all for watching.